What's going on, guys? Voice here, back at it again with another video. This is another Springtrap for Dead by Daylight video. So last video I had my thoughts, and I did go into the ability, but this video I'm mainly going to be going into the ability for Springtrap. I did notice. I will say, I need to, hold on, let me see. Oh yeah, by the way, we're just gonna play the fan-made theme again, because I honestly, think the, theme is really cool concept. 83 views on this video. Thank you to all of you who tuned into that video, and who listened all the way. If you're coming back, hello, I'm here to show you, my idea on some, perks. Not perks, ability. Sorry. Okay, so, by the way, I did just come out of a match of Dead by Daylight, like, 2 or 3 matches, playing as Demogorgon, aced them all, really good. Anyway. Okay, so, I also noticed that I was talking pretty fast in the last video. I'll try to slow it down a little bit so you guys can actually hear me and know what I'm saying easier, and I'll try to pronounce my words better, because when I get too into the conversation, I kinda just go really fast and my words don't really come out like actual words sometimes. But okay. So like I was saying, I think his ability should have something to do with, him, like, having Springlock suits. So Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy have Springlock suits around the map. 4 spawn at one time. There could be like an add-on where you could have more. That'd be cool. But there'd be Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy spawning around the map, right? So, if someone, okay, so let's say that Springtrap, down someone on the floor, picks them up, and instead of going to the hook, like you usually would put someone, he goes to a Springlock suit. Those Springlock suits are always outlined for Springtrap, and if you could pay close attention, you could tell what animatronic it is by the way they look like from the outline. So Springtrap can put them in the down survivor, carrying them or her, putting them into a Springlock suit, right? They'll be put in, and the head will go over, them, right? Other survivors can save them out of Springlock suits. So basically, it'll be like generators. So, hit the interact button on people in Springlock suits, and then you can begin to take down the Springlocks and deactivate them. There'll be like continuous skill checks until the bar is filled all the way up, and that'll get them out. So then, basically, what could happen? 2 things. You could either hit all the skill checks and, get them to come out. Be, wary that there will be a timer on these Springlock suits. It's not infinite. So there is a timer that you have until you can save, until your teammate, in the suit dies and gets, possesses the animatronic. Okay, so, if you save them out, that's it. The Springlock suit, however, is not deactivated. It will be on a cooldown timer until the Springlocks get, resetted and back into place, and where they can, go back and hurt people or trap people inside of it. I will say that if it's like that, then the activated suits, I feel like, would be highlighted in red or outlined in red, so you'll know. And then possessed suits will be outlined in, I don't know, maybe blue, as in for Remnant, because Remnant and, you know, in FNAF AR is blue, so it could be someone that's a animatronic that's possessed, so aka a survivor that's died in it. It will be outlined in blue. Then the ones with survivors in it may be outlined in yellow. Or regardless of that. So when the person dies in a Springlock suit, or either that, or if you, by the way, mess up the skill checks on the Springlock suits, I will decrease the timer and keep on going down. It will not stop. So you have a short time to get them out of that before it kills them. If you fail to do so, or you hit too many wrong skill checks, and the timer goes all the way down, they will, I think the animation should be like them shaking violently, and survivor screaming effects, them shaking a lot and twitching, and then just like a pool of blood just comes out from the suit at the bottom, so you can clearly tell that someone has died in there. And the animatronic kind of look kind of weird. There'll be like blood all over animatronic too from the survivor. It'll be like all over it, and you can tell because it'll look a lot different. It'll look a lot less kid friendly and look a lot more dangerous and scary. So, depending on which animatronic you put them in, all of them will have the same Springlock timer. But depending on all of them, all of them are the same. So, let's say you put someone on inside Freddy Fazbear in the game. So, survivor dies. Freddy will get possessed. They will have. I'm not sure you should interact. If you will force you to interact with a suit, if you know what I mean. Like, so I'm not sure if the animatronic will automatically get up and rise, but just like not do anything, or Springtrap will have to manually go over there, activate it, and do that. Or actually, something cool. Killing someone in suits, killing people in suits, would give Springtrap Remnant, and he could use that Remnant and put it in suits. Or, he could use book lore energy, what's it called? Agony and Remnant. Use that dark power to power up his suits. But to get that Remnant, you have to kill people with the suits. Either that, or like in the games, they die in the suits, automatically possessed, because their soul can't get out until that animatronic is broken in some way. So either one of those is fine. But let's just go and say that they get up automatically, and Springtrap doesn't have to put Remnant and Agony. Or Agony is the mix of Remnant and different stuff. Emotional, human emotion energy. All bad human emotion energy. And put that, into the suit. But let's just say that they get up automatically. And then it's just, the matter of you going to the animatronic, activating it, and making it do things. So, I think that you should be able, or scratch that, the animatronic that you activate. So let's say we get Freddy Fazbear, right? Freddy will walk slow, first of all, and he'll be able to throw his microphone at people. I would say it would be pretty accurate considering he is a robot. At the same time, I feel like he would be pretty accurate with how he, hits. But I'm not sure if it's dodgeable. If it is dodgeable, I feel like Freddy would just walk to and grab his microphone. He wouldn't go on cooldown. They only go on cooldown when they have successfully hit a survivor, or their action that they have done has successfully, worked. So, for Freddy, if he hits the microphone on a survivor, it's going to injure them. Pretty simple, basic. And that's basically it for Freddy. If it does hit you, he will, I will say, walk to his microphone to pick it up, and then he'll go offline for a while. So that's a cooldown. He doesn't completely break. It's just a cooldown until, he gets back. So, for the next one, Bonnie, the bunny. I know Springtrap is a bunny character, like a Bonnie character, but this is Bonnie, FNAF 1 Bonnie. So, basically, someone dies, in a springlock suit for Bonnie's springlock suit, and gets, possessed. I feel like that Bonnie would also walk slow, not slow as Freddy, because Bonnie can't injure people. He won't injure people. He'll just walk into an area, a random area. He will be more drawn to generator noises, I would say. But a random area, and he'll just start playing his guitar, and that will cause survivors to scream, or in the radius of the guitar, cause them to scream, telling Springtrap where your location is. If someone does successfully scream, or someone screams, Bonnie will go offline and go on a cooldown, like Freddy. Bonnie's will be shorter because technically not hitting anyone. So, next character, Chica. I think I'm gonna stay with my last idea that I had for her. So, she'll go around, she'll have pizza in her left hand, and, her cupcake plate with the Carl the cupcake on her hand. The cupcake is gonna go around on the map and look for people. Chica will always go and follow that cupcake. Note that. The cupcake will be drawn to lots of noises, as including walking, crying, when you're injured and you're kind of crying, and generator noises, and running. Walking and crouching, you cannot hear. Oh yeah, and generator completion noises. It will immediately go to there and find the nearest person. So, once it finds that person, it'll kind of sound like an alarm. Not alarming Springtrap, but telling Chica where that survivor is. Chica will then get a pizza box and throw it at that survivor, which will give them blindness, the people in hooks and springlock suits. And they will also give them a snare effect. So like Freddy Krueger's blood traps, it'll be like a snare effect, but this one will last a little while, so you won't be able to run for a while. But it will go off as soon as you get hit, though. So as soon as you get hit, you'll be able to walk, or run again. Or I mean, you can still run. I think you just won't be able to run as fast. And so, there's a timer on it, but when you get hit, if you get hit during that time, during that little timer, it will immediately go off. Okay, so yeah, once that happens, Chica will go offline and go on cooldown. And Carl will go back on her her plate. And I know people don't like small things and say like small things would be hard to get. Note that all these animatronics are metal. You will hear all of their footsteps. They might act silent in the game sometimes, but in here you can hear them. They're giant metal animatronics, giant metal robots. So, and then Carl the Cupcake will have, since he has a fake candle in it, it's going to be really, really bright. Not necessarily blinding you like a flashlight effect, but you will see it from across the map, or like halfway across from where you are, because you can see it. Chica's, when used correctly, and when she actually hits people, is really good. Chica will also walk pretty fast, not as fast as Foxy, but will walk and run pretty fast just to get to you. Because, to be honest, if she walks slow, then that would be very easy to avoid. But if she can walk and run quick, she would, be able to do what she was designed to do. So, that's the three. Now, the last character, Foxy, the pirate fox. Like as before, if someone dies and gets, and possesses that suit, basically, Foxy will get up, like the others. Once activated, he will have his hook and go around running and going to, kill people. You can't down you, he can injure you. There's a way he can down you, that's just if you are just really unlucky. But he can injure you, okay? So, basically, he's gonna run around the map. He's the quickest out of all of them. He'll run and charge as a survivor, hitting them with his hook. And that will give them the deep wound status effect and also injure them. Obviously, the deep wound status effect timer, once it goes down, will down you. Will make you go down and be able to be picked up and, taken to a hook or a spring-lock suit. But if you're in a terror radius of Springtrap, the timer won't go down. That's just for all of you who don't play Dead by Daylight and don't know about the deep wound status effect. Or maybe you do play Dead by Daylight and you just don't fully understand the deep wound status effect. I think that's what it is. Not completely sure, but I am pretty confident on the description that I gave it. But the title, not completely sure. But yeah, Foxy will go around hitting people with his hook. That will give them deep wound. As soon as he hits someone, he's gonna take it out. After he's hitting someone, he will go offline. Only on successful attacks. I will say for Foxy, you can use his speed against him and drop pallets on him. It will instantly break the pallet and make him go offline, go on his cooldown, his natural cooldown. And but the thing is, he will block that exit. So basically, that pallet will break. There's no way you can go in or out until he moves away from that. And then yeah, I'm not sure if he should go on his natural cooldown when he gets hit by a pallet, or he should go on the creased cooldown, but still a cooldown. Or maybe all the animatronics can be hit by a pallet. But I would say that they would be able to withstand pallets better than Foxy, because Foxy's a lot thinner than the other animatronics. So maybe he would go offline. I think the other animatronics should be able to at least get stunned, probably. Or maybe all of them get stunned, but not fully stop. Because they're metal robots, and they don't really feel pain like that. Springtrap could, because he's human still, in a suit. Technically kind of dead, but yeah. I do want to introduce some add-ons, maybe. So, add-ons that could... Actually, before we go into add-ons, one more ability for Springtrap is power. There will be a side power, basically. He can go and to generators and kind of unrepair them. He will take spare parts from them. He will use those spare parts and put them in animatronics. It's going to change their appearance, make them look even more terrifying, and also decrease their cooldown and how good their abilities are. So, yeah. So you could, so basically, maybe there's 3 or 4 times you can upgrade it, and its last upgrade could be like a nightmare animatronic, or like just some scary type of variant of them. But besides that, that brings me to add-ons. Add-ons, I think, should be able to add 1 more animatronic. You can't add any more. I think 4 is quite a lot. Plus, that's a lot of AI in the game. 4 AIs just like in one match, just trying to hit people. So quite a lot with, 5 real players, or we're hitting 4 survivors, but there's 5 real players in total. 4 are survivors, 1 is a killer. But yeah, so if we add add-ons, I think it should be something, oh yeah, you could add another animatronic. Or it should be like Freddy Fazbear, the animatronic Springlock suit changes into Fredbear. The bunny changes into I don't know, a different starter Bonnie. Maybe like a toy Bonnie. Chica could, switch to some other variant. Same with Foxy. Maybe like Spring Foxy or Golden Foxy. You could introduce quite a lot of cosmetics with Springtrap, especially considering the amount of fan cosmetic or like fan art that these FNAF animatronics have with different variants. And that also brings us to skins for Springtrap. I'm thinking like, honestly, any bunny skin you could have. That will include Shadow Bonnie. I know doesn't sound right, but Shadow Bonnie, I feel like will look so cool in this game if they make it look right. Like, imagine just a Shadow Bonnie walking and running after you. It's like a black mist. Like, it's obviously, its body is whole black with his white eyes and white, teeth. It has like a misty effect on itself. Black smoke, misty effect. You can still see him. He's still physical. But, yeah. Maybe, like, definitely a Spring Bonnie suit. Instead of Springtrap, there'll be a Spring Bonnie, and maybe one like right after Springlock failure, and just different, spring body variants. Maybe like the AR skins, like Toxic Springtrap would be cool. Different versions. Withered Springtrap. Maybe like super dead version of Springtrap. So basically, instead of that, his mouth, the human mouth, William's mouth inside of Springtrap, it'll be like a skull instead, because that will be like a very old version of Springtrap, like old. Not sure what else I have to talk about. I'm pretty sure that's it. That's all I'm saying. I really hope my idea gets added. I know people will probably say it's bad, because honestly, I can see how you could think it was bad, but it's really, iconic and different. It's something different than all the other ones, because no killer would have AI and its ability, and this killer could have a good chance, if they use my idea, or just have a good chance in general having AI in their kits for Springlock suits. And also, this would introduce other characters from FNAF, not as by themselves, but like as in characters that just walk around as AI and does the same thing as other people. Maybe even introduce some fan-made creations, if Scott will allow it, and the people who make the fan-made versions, like Igniteds. I think the Igniteds look cool for the AIs. AIs and Springtrap's power, Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. A creation. Imagine creation walking around hurting survivors with like a hook. It would be like Foxy. That would be terrifying. Yeah, but other than that, I think that's all I have to say. I will try to plan out some perks and offerings if you guys are down. Tell me in the comments. If you want those things to be said by me, I could probably figure out something. Oh, and one more thing. I saw this thing on the internet, an idea for Springtrap. I think is also cool. Something similar to my idea. So basically, people get in Springlock suits. They can only be taken out by, get out of the suits by toolboxes. They are in the suits and they could walk around and run, walk around and run. They have a timer, and they would always have to go and sit down by themselves, and crank the Springlocks up so they don't get skewered to death. So they can walk around in the suits. They can do, running will cause the timer to go down. Messing up Springlocks will tell the timer to go down. Jumping and falling, not jumping, but falling off mountains will cause the Springlock timer to go down. Just any rapid movement will cause the Springlock timer to go down. So walking is your best option. And maybe like repairing generators would be slower. But yeah, like that. That would be cool. I feel like just survivors actually being able to like walk around in animatronics, Springlock suits, getting the feeling of what it's like, to have the dreaded feeling of what it's like to be in a suit, and waiting for your impending death. But yeah. Oh yeah, then also, if you walk in the suit, the creator of that one was saying, like, if you try to exit with this suit on, it will instantly Springlock you and kill you. So, yeah, that'd be cool. Something like, like the pig. But I think my idea, honestly, is kind of better. I'm probably just being biased, but I think mine is really different, especially introducing AI and things like that. I hope Dead by Daylight sees my video and uses my idea. I'll be very thankful, since I don't usually make things like this, only when like I genuinely think this would be a good idea. I was planning on making a video about Springtrap before. I'm not sure if it's uploaded, or if I did it or not, but I was thinking about making one. It was a long time ago. That was before Silent Hill chapter came out, and I think it was either during the Demogorgon DLC Stranger Things or during the Oni, either one of those. Yeah, I was thinking of making one, but then I realized how much people really hated it, so I just waited. I didn't expect something like this to spring up like this, and people started to be like, oh yeah, this would be cool. I honestly think it could fit. A lot of things point, a lot of reasons, explanations point to where it could fit. If you're saying that it doesn't fit, I feel like I'm sorry if I offend any of you. I'm sorry if I offend any of you. I feel like you probably don't go into the lore of FNAF a lot. And you probably, either that or just have a very low understanding. Either one of those, I feel like. But yeah, everything points into this being able to work into Dead by Daylight. I'm sure Scott will, wouldn't mind putting Springtrap in Dead by Daylight. Because, he's a very good guy, humble guy. He's a very lovable creator, I would say. Very cool. Especially considering that developers did want Springtrap or a FNAF killer inside of their game Dead by Daylight anyway. Was, good. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And by the way, that long pause, like 30 seconds ago, was because someone walked into my room. I thought that it was my closet, because my closet and my front door are so close together. And then I also looked to my right, even though my door is open on my right. That goes, into what I call my game room. It's where I have my PS4 and everything. But yeah. Besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Please share the video with other big creators to let them know that, let them have an opinion on my ideas. Because I would honestly love to see what people think about this. I don't think the Dead by Daylight forums are the best way for me personally to communicate. It's YouTube and Discord and things like that. But please share my video to other creators. Let them know that, oh yeah, look at this guy, look at his ideas. Maybe they can edit on it, make it better, or maybe they could disagree, agree, whatever. I just want to see what people think. Comment down below on what you think, about the ability I said for Springtrap would be. And just anything in the video you think that would be cool. Just gonna shout out this guy again, Bird Flocks. Good theme concept. 46,000 views on this video, 250 subscribers. You guys need to subscribe. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys will support the idea of Springtrap and Dead by Daylight. I hope you guys, understand how he could work. If some of you don't really understand how he would work, I will make a video on how he could work into this game. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please have a great day. I know everyone's going through some tough times this year. This year's been a terrible year. But you got creators like me and other people who are trying to make, your day better. I hope you guys appreciate that. Thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.